Tonight, I want us to pause and honor the unsung heroes, our mothers. Not just with flowers and hashtags, but with truth. Because being a mother isn't soft. It is strength wrapped in gentleness, sacrifice dressed in smiles. We often celebrate what mothers give, but rarely talk about what it cost them. The mothers who wake before dawn, not because she's well rested, but because the market is calling. The mother who ties wrapper around her waist, sweat on her forehead, selling, trading, working so hard so her children can eat, learn, dream. Some mothers don't get a choice. Some carry the weight of being both father and mother. Single mothers who became everything because someone walked away from their responsibilities or was taken too soon. They carry 1,000 worries and still manage to carry us. They show up day after day, doing whatever it takes to protect, to provide, to nurture. Even when they're exhausted, even when they're afraid. And most times, we don't see the weight they carry, we only see the smiles. I think of my own mother. I'm very lucky to have two. First, my birth mother, a trader who taught me what it means to build, to work, to rise. She shaped my hustle, my discipline, my heart. My second mother, I call her Mama J, who became more than a mentor, but a mother to me in the wilderness of my 20s. A mother who has taught me to lead with kindness, with courage, and with compassion. Women like these don't just raise children, they raise nations. So tonight, this is for every mother who goes unnoticed, for the ones who bend so their children can stand tall, for the ones who carry the world on their backs and still make dinner, for the mothers who loved fiercely, sacrificially, and without applause. You are the backbone of society. You are the quiet force shaping tomorrow. And today, we see you. We honor you. And we celebrate you.
There you go.
Cheers to all the lovely mothers we have on this table.
Cheers to all the mothers out there as well.
And all the great fathers that stayed and didn't walk away from their responsibilities.
I beg. Let mothers take their flowers.
That's what you can.
No, we are not doing that. Thank you for this advocacy, Bride. My favorite part of it is sacrifice, dressed in smiles. A large part of motherhood is sacrifice. At every point a man can afford not to participate in parenting, but for a woman it's totally different. At every point in time, every decision you're taking has to be, how will this impact my child? When people go, oh, you're so this, I'm like, my children are at the point where they have friends on social media, right? They are not on social media, and their friends screenshot my content to them. And sometimes we get to discuss it. So I need to be in a position where I can always judge. Your first role as a parent is role modeling. So I need to be able to exhibit behaviors that I wouldn't be upset about when they exhibit similar behaviors. Sacrifice dressed in smiles. Parenting is all about sacrifice. So motherhood is 3 steps higher. Yeah, but you have to do it, and then you have to do it gracefully, smiling all around. A cost that a lot of men fail to acknowledge is the cost of motherhood. We have the career cost, and then you have the personal expression cost. The career cost, with every child you have, you lose at least 3 to 5 years of your career years, even if you're still in the workforce. And the personal expression cost, we've been seeing, I don't know if you saw a viral video of a woman who was playing soccer in the living room. And I think it was on Twitter. A woman was wearing a round band and she was playing football. She was bouncing the ball and she was really doing it well. And someone was like, oh, who would have thought that, I think it was the child that posted, who would have thought that my mom can do this? Like, oh, she can't do that. Your mom used to be a person before she had you. And then she had to transition into the role of being a mother.
Yeah, for me, I love the same line from your monologue. The one that says being a mother isn't soft, the strength. It's strength wrapped in gentleness, sacrifice, dressed in smiles. I quickly added resilience and a certain dose of fierceness. I remember sharing a bad dream I had with my mom, and I still have my mom at over 50. And we talked about it. 3 days later, she called me, and I went, each time she calls me, I say, "Hey, my mommy," you know, because you never just grow up from, you know, addressing your mom like that. And she said to me, "Oh, I just called to tell you not to be afraid." And that hits.
Comforted you.
Yeah, because I think mothers never stop being mothers, no matter how old they are. Somebody told me that in Igbo land, when a mother passes, they slaughter a goat to honor her worries, motherly worries and all of that. I think mothers will always, always be celebrated across the world. Right, worthy one, thank you.
All right, so there's this song that we grew up with. I'm sure you know the song very well.
Which of them now?
It's in Yoruba. It says, Iya
Miwura iyebiye.
People don't know it.
Ti yakole Zuma knows it.
So, what it means
The music is
is
universal, so we just go with it.
this is a woman that
Mother is gold.
she's gold and money cannot even afford her. We can't. There's no amount that is too big to afford who she is. And when you look at it, you realize that mothers are golden. They are the very life that breathe. They're very being that breathes life to everybody. And without them, I don't see how we can stand, you know, as throughout all the things that life throws at us. And when I look back and I remember my mom, you know, at the time when she was caring for us, you know, and we had five, she had 5 of us, 4 boys and 1 girl, back-to-back boys. You know what it means to have boys. Yes.
Tell me about it.
You know, and I used to, we gave her a nickname then. It was Ya, which was nickname for Yaje. The truth really is that she was the one constant in our life. Dad was gone for work a lot. You know, Dad had to do other things, we understood that, but Mom was always there. Like every single day. And that's the truth also for a lot of people. I mean, there are exceptions, but that's the truth for a lot of people in the society. Where I want to leave it, where I want to leave my thoughts, and this is a conversation I had with my own daughter, to just say, you know what, how do I as a father get to, you know, really bridge the gap to be able to say that I am there in your life. And she said to me, Dad, you know, you are the strength. You are the one that, you know, we know that you are there, you know, but you are there for the big things. And the lesson really for us men out there is that get involved. Get involved in your children's
And
life.
stop blaming the women
Stop
when
blaming women
the
and stop
children
being
grow up
only
and they
involved
don't
in the big
notice
things.
you anymore.
Be involved in everything.
Yeah.
So it's those little things that actually matter a lot. And for me, one of the things I'm happy about when it comes to motherhood, by the way, let me say something. I'm not a motherly person.
I am not.
So I grew up knowing, I'm not this, like people see little bit, oh my goodness, so cute. All I'm saying is are dirty diapers. And the fact that when you're growing up, I have to be holding you. I was one person that couldn't wait for my kids to be adults. People want them to remain young and be, no, I just want to, let's be relating as adults. But I love my kids and I give them all the time. And anything I do it 100%. If they, in the school, they say only one parent is around, my kids will tell you that they know it's their mom, you understand? But it's not something that I look for. After 2, I stopped. Like some people ask me, like, if I have any child, I'm putting up that child for adoption. I can't go through that. But you know, Bright, just to say, for the mothers also that don't make dinner, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay not to make that. And there's food on the table. You don't have to do it. You don't have to be a superwoman. learn to love yourself, because sometimes, you know, this whole thing about being sacrificial, it's been ingrained in us, and then sometimes mothers don't know how to take care of themselves, and then you get frustrated, you're putting out that frustration on others. Just love yourself, because you have to love yourself to be able to give that love out. The moment you give birth, your life is mortgaged. It's over. That's why sometimes when I see people who are like having difficulty with, you know, having kids, I'm like, okay, just take some moments, enjoy yourselves and your marriage, because when these kids start coming, your life is mortgaged forever. It doesn't matter how many you have. Like sometimes my mom would still call me to ask me whether I've eaten, ask about the grandchildren, beyond even just, you know, just the kids. And so these are some of the things, you know, we have to keep working on.
We all have this in common. And one way or the other, we are all born of a woman.
Mothers and women certainly deserve their flowers. It's long overdue for them to occupy that place at the table.